Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be reading you the story of Danny the duck with no quack. And I'm going to start off by reading what's on the back, the blurb. Danny the duck never has a word to say. One day he wanders off in search of a tale to tell. What will he find? Will he ever quack again? Let's find out, shall we? Every morning the ducks and the hens gather in the yard for a good gossip. "How's the quack, Danny?" asks a chicken. "What's the story? Tell us the news." But Danny is a shy little duck and he never knows what to say. He keeps his beak firmly shut, bows his head and turns away. And there we have the story, and can you see we've got Danny being all shy? "Come on, Danny," squawked the birds one day. "Don't be such a scaredy quack. There must be something you can tell us." Danny swallows and opens his beak, but nothing comes out. Not a peep. Not a splutter, not a cackle, not a hoot. He's lost his quack. Right, thinks Danny, that's it. And he takes off up the lane to find a tale worth telling. Yes, he wanders up the track to find his quack. And there's Danny wandering off up the track. He waddles along and waddles along till he meets two scrawny foxes. Oh, look what they're carrying. They're carrying a big cooking pot. "This thing's heavy. Who'll help us carry it?" "That duck." And Danny knows he shouldn't. These are tricky looking foxes. He opens his beak to say that he won't, but nothing comes out. "We've carried it far enough," groans one fox. "Now, who'll collect the wood?" "The duck with no quack," sniffs the other. And Danny knows he shouldn't. These are hungry looking foxes. Opens his mouth to say no, but he can't. There he is. "Now, who will fill the pot with water?" asks one fox. "The duck with no quack," spirks the other. And Danny knows he shouldn't. These are scary looking foxes. He opens his beak as wide as he can. And what does he say? Nothing. "Now, who will be the dinner?" says one fox, licking his lips. "The duck with no quack," cries the other, jumping up. They rush towards Danny and they're just about to grab him when "Quackity quack, it's a duck attack," squawks Danny. He throws himself to the side of the pot. The two foxes are so surprised they tumble right inside. There he is, he's got his voice. "Quackity quack, duck attack." "How's the quack, Danny?" asks the other ducks when he rushes back to the farmyard. "Yeah, what's the cluck, duck?" ask the hens. And aren't they all amazed to hear Danny quacking? Aren't they all astonished at the tale he has to tell? "I wandered down the track and I met a pair of foxes." No, they were carrying a pot and I knew they wanted to cook me. They made me gather wood. Help! I had to fetch some water. Nasty. I filled the pot with water. And guess who's in it now? Here we go, we can see him telling the story. And who is in it now? The foxes! Go away, cluck the angry hens, and don't come back, quack the ducks. And Danny's quack is the loudest. Quackety quack, he says, don't come back. And there he is with his great big quack at the end. I hope you've enjoyed that. And if you enjoyed that, I've got one more for you. And it's a bit different. This one, ready, steady, ghost. It's a ghost story. Are you sitting comfortably? Midnight. It was time for Bertie to go haunting. Ready, steady, ghost. Bertie watched the big ghosts race off to woo and boo in great forests and tall castles. But Bertie wasn't a big ghost. He felt far too small to haunt somewhere huge. And there's the big ghosts. And there we've got Bertie, our little ghost. Bertie crept further into the wood. It was darker than dark and lonelier than lonely. I don't like it out here, he whimpered. I need to find a homely house to haunt, a cosy house, a little house. Two lights shone through the darkness. Windows, said Bertie, hurrying towards them, on a little house. Then the lights blinked. Shiver me, shake me, said Bertie. Not windows at all, but eyes that belonged to a big gobble me. And there's the creepy eyes. Wolves! Woo! Luckily, the gobble me wolf didn't see Bertie among the leaves. It howled and he was gone. Something gleamed in the moonlight. A path, said Bertie, hurrying towards it, leading to a homely house. Then the path slithered and slid. Shiver me, shake me, said Bertie. Not a path at all, but scales that belong to an enormous squeeze me. What do you think it is? Snake! Luckily, the squeeze me snake didn't see Bertie in the moonlight. It hissed and it was gone. A twist of smoke curled into the sky. Chimney smoke, said Bertie, hurrying towards it from a cosy house. Then the twisty smoke was lit up by a flame. Shiver me, shake me, said Bertie. Not chimney smoke at all, but breath that belongs to a huge sizzle me dragon. Luckily, the sizzle me dragon didn't see Bertie between the trees. It roared and was gone. Then Bertie saw more light shining through the darkness. Windows, please, he said, and this time he was right. But they didn't belong to a house that was cosy or little or homely. They belonged to a gigantic, freak me, castle. Inside it was terribly tall and wide, but Bertie hid behind a small door to practice doing big ghost things. Boo! He said, jumping out as ghostily as he could. Woof! Woofed a dog who was lolloping past. Shiver me, shake me, said Bertie. I'm supposed to be scaring him away, not asking him to. Uh-oh, play chase. Bertie whiffled up the stairs. The dog bounded after him, coming closer and closer. Bertie shot through a tiny keyhole and into the attic. Shiver me, shake me, safe at last, said Bertie. Eek! Someone tiny squeaked. Who does that harum scarum voice belong to? Excuse me. Just me, said Bertie. No need to be afraid. I'm only little. Then come on in, said the little king and queen. Our castle needs a ghost who fits, and you look terribly scary. And can you see their little king and queen in their little castle? Do I, said Bertie, feeling like a proper ghost at last. Ready to haunt your house, your majesties, he added, hurrying towards the little castle that was homelier than homely and cosier than cosy. So that very night little Bertie shouted big ghost woos and boos, and to his delight the tiny king and queen jumped every time. And there's our ghostly little ghost. Harum scarum, shiver and shake 'em. Bertie would never feel too small again. And there's his lovely home that he's found. Hope you enjoyed both of those stories. Take care. Bye-bye.